Americans and the rest of the world. I'm 100%, 100%. I ain't one of these 80-20 guys. I ain't part-time. I ain't here for a good time. I'm here to get her done. So, looks like there's one person here. Hello, hello, one person. Is the, I'm gonna see if the audio is good here. Looks like the audio is good on Rumble. Picture's good. All right, and there we go. I'll help the algorithms out with a thumbs up. I'm not asking you to thumbs it up. If you don't think this information is worth sharing, then why are you even here listening? Checking out Rumble. I mean YouTube, ScrewTube. All right, ScrewTube. Says there's one watching on ScrewTube. Nothing in the live chat. We're gonna get rolling here. I've been on a processing in here. I've been doing lots of thinking. Since that sheriff's deputy trespassed and came here with a handful of fraud, and I'm gonna show you a few things here, and I'm gonna share with you two discoveries I have today. And they're well, they're monumental type discoveries. They are really. So, it's really best, I think, for my followers to catch my videos on the replay, because anybody that's going to tune in here in a minute or two is going to kind of miss some important stuff. I put a lot of important stuff out, and it's not like you got to wait till the end to get the secret sauce or the facts or whatever it is that we've got going. So I have talked quite a bit about Postal being a postmaster, the procedures, the bills of lading. And I have the bill of lading here in the yellow. It's faded. It says $0, 0 cents. That's the bill of lading. That is proof of delivery from point A to point B. And this happens the moment they put this in your hand. The mail is still there. They certainly haven't had a chance to process it out to the next point of movement. But my comprehension is that the register receipt, also can be and should be identified as bill of the lading, the contract of of delivery from point A to point B. In this process of registered mail, there's this thing called a 3806. I have the top copy. I have the top copy. This did not get their stamp, and someone recently told me it's not. I say the kerplunk thing because I don't know what to call it. Gives a little circly do. That postal stamp. There's a term for it. Maybe I'll take a look in the chat with that conversation and pull it up. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that stamp. All right, and this is the registered mail label identifier on the bottom in the white. I have the return card with the stamp. I have bill of the lading. I have the 3806. I have a picture of the mailer with a sticker on it, $0, 0 cents. I have everything copied here, including a picture of the mailer. And there was a time when this could be found in the postal tracking system. Could be found within the postal tracking system as delivered, as delivered. And the whole purpose of that was to prove that postage paid, tax-free, first-class registered mail is a thing for us, for we the people. And oh my goodness, I've done. This has been one hell of a ride. One hell of a ride. All the things that got triggered because of that. So I skip past a lot of things that I've talked about in the past. I'm going to move forward, move way forward, and talk about what I discovered today. One of the things I discovered today. One of the things I discovered today is that this failure to be correct by the post office, failure to be correct, having the contract recorded in the tracking system. We know we have very good reason. We have every reason to say that this is intentional, that this is part of an international gang stalking. It is a massive RICO case. Very encompassing RICO case that goes far beyond postal, far beyond postal. But right now, we're focusing on some postal issues here. So I want to state the obvious. What I just showed you, including the return card, is evidence that that mail was delivered. That is evidence that that mail was delivered. And when Thomas D. Murphy was alive, I had his firsthand confirmation that he received that mail uh, from the post there in Kingsland, Texas. Now, I, I downloaded a couple of old videos and reposted them here recently, several days ago, with regards to some of this postal stuff. And where I talked about here, I have, they call this a firm book page. Um, and this is the register receipt copy. That's the bill of the lading. We have the 3806s. We have the 3806s for everything that is on the firm book page, and faded, but you can see it. The stamp, the circle stamp on the original copy. On the original copy, it's very visible. And coincidentally, that is, I want to check if it was June or July. There we go. Da, 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 da. 7/17, baby. Pure coincidence. 7/17, 2023. I mean, damn. This got Q written all over it. I'm not one of the 60,000 man secret army, for a fact. For a fact, I am not. I'm independent. I'm a fucking wild card. My indoctrinated brain works with my intuitive brain, and we get things done. We get things done. So, at any rate, what I got on the top of this is about contract. This is about contract. That $1 stamp, my quantum autograph, the seal, and my identifier number. So it has been on my mind. It's been on my mind. Is it possible that these contracts, which they contracted with RF 302-709-250 US, that's the sovereign. Here's all the evidence of the contract. There's all the evidence of the contract. I went over that with you. So that's who this is from. To Ryan Ziegler, the prosecutor. To Deborah Hill, the court clerk. David Wagner, undersheriff. Old Fat Fuckford, sheriff. Lynn M. Butt Day, judge. Aaron John Popa, chief of police. Poopy Pants Popa. So I wondered, is it possible that I will come up short if I go to tracking? If I go to and I went to tracking. What did I find? What did I find? I'll show you what I found. Not in the system. Whoop, hold on. See, which way do I got to swipe? Okay, I got to swipe this way. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. None of them are in a tracking system. Not one. Not one. So, come February 22nd, will be 2 years. 2 years that I've had a lock on the post box out at the road with signage. Some of that signage is knocked down again. Box is knocked down again. It's kind of buried in snowbanks from the plowing. So one sign, last I looked, was still standing, was quite faded. But I had to lock the corruption out. The Kalkaska postal employees insist on continuing with their criminal activity. So I took control of the situation. As postmaster, I am postmaster. I contracted as postmaster. Whether it's the Universal Postal Union or it's the Global Postal Union, I'm not here to debate that. This happened in Kalkaska, Michigan, at the Kalkaska Post Office. That's where it happened. So the postal courts are the highest courts. And as prosecutor, I have been I've been taking advantage of the only court that was available, and that's through the post, through the post office. And so I've held a lot of court. I've held a lot of court. Well, in frustration and learning, continuing education, continuing to educate myself, study. I decided that the American people need a court of law. They need a court of law, a court of land, air, and water, a lawful court, a court of high jurisdiction, the highest jurisdiction, the court of we the people. So I have 40 acres here, which is basically vacant. I gave the American people a land location for a court of law. I put signage up using the Kalkaska Post Office. I have the evidence here in copy. I have the originals. I have, but for right now, it's best just keep those where they are, nice and safe and secure. Don't need to dirty them up, smudge them up, worry about dropping my ash or even a hot on it, right? Okay, so what I'm doing is good enough. And so I'm doing my best to bring you the proof. I don't want you to believe me. I don't want anyone to believe me because I don't believe. I either earn your trust or I don't earn your trust. Maybe I'm earning your trust. You can't believe me. You can't. You shouldn't believe anyone. I believe in myself. That's where my belief ends. That's where my belief ends. From there, I either know or I don't know. So I know what I did at the Kalkaska Post Office. I know what I did for the American people, giving them a land location for a court of law and documenting it on social media, as I'm doing now. So we can see that the attacks continue. None of my registered mail is in the system. It's been deleted. That's how dangerous it is to the deep state mob here in Kalkaska. So now I'm not going into their courts. I'm not going into their courts. I have no want to go into their courts. I have all defenses up with regards to their courts because they're rogue, they're usury, they're slavery, and their policy officers have a lot of guns. They're very well organized with gangs, with their vehicles, with their jails, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so that fiction world has some very real dangers. Has some very real dangers. Now, it's too bad that I had a freshly plowed driveway when that sheriff's deputy came and served my porch. He did. He served my porch. Um, he, I wasn't going to open the door for him. We had some conversation. He didn't even know what he had or who it was. He was telling me it's coming from this person and it's not coming from that person. He didn't even know what he had in his hand. And but I can tell you that a few things I'm going to tell you. These courts with the yellow fringe flag, these are administrative courts, corporate structure. They deal with the dead. They deal with the dead. So it's all cap name, all cap name. Corporate, dead entity. And then they want to trick us. They want to trick us and make us think that's us. And of course, the education system doesn't help us in any way, shape, or form. No, they thought you need an attorney. So people are going out hiring bar agents and being used, being screwed, and so that system has really degraded. There is where there might have been some justice that came out of that system of total usury. Uh, it it has so devolved. It has become be, beyond its criminal structure. It has really embraced its criminal structure and is way off the rogue rails, way the fuck off the rogue rails. And so uh, there's a lot of opportunity to document their crimes in their rogue system. This is what we call evidence. And when you take that and uh, use it as an exhibit in court, that exhibit is being presented as evidence. So it's been on my mind for weeks, off and on, to check the tracking on those contracts. And what do I find? I find more criminal activity. And now the paperwork that this sheriff's deputy served on my porch. Uh, Syntax, it fails to state a fact. So simply by syntaxing it, um, you can destroy it from the fact that it's pure fiction. It fails to state a fact. Uh, the rules of boxing, if you comprehend the rules of boxing, um, I'm going to show you something here, and I'm covering up. I'm covering up who is the plaintiff. All right, because I'm keeping that to myself for the time being. But I'm going to show you this. You can see it's in a box. You can see that is not an all caps dead entity. That is not an all caps dead entity. And as I was looking at this, they don't even have the address right. The the fiction militarized, corporatized address for the GPS um, uh, coordinates or the surveyed coordinates um, um, has this militarized postal address assigned to it in the fiction world. And that is 1689 Cool Road. This is addressed to 9875. 9875. So we have fictitious address. Fictitious address. That is a crime in their system. Now, their defense might be, well, it's in a box, so it's not on the page. Oh, case dismissed. Case dismissed. Right now, there are other errors in here. There's a page that has a signature, not an autograph, a signature, and the date didn't get filled in. The date is blank. So by syntaxing the document, uh, it will prove to not state a fact. There's evidence there of attempt at human trafficking. There's attempted human trafficking. We have fictitious address. This is serious shit. We have a rogue policy officer trespassing and delivering this fiction fuckery. So two things I discovered today. Two things I discovered: 6 contracts not in the system. Surprise, surprise. The fiction paperwork, um, beyond its corruption, it fails to state a fact. uh, uh, Fictitious address, uh, incomplete, um, and now I have not verified that this judge is a bar agent, but I think it's highly likely. And if that's the case, then the judge is culpable in a by association in a huge, huge RICO that is international. International. Oh, uh, so that judge had culpability, but now that judge has direct, direct culpability. And with that, can face every charge, no matter how severe, out of the entire RICO. Um, so what do we got in the live? What do we got in the chat? The live chat? Nothing. Eh, so that should have leave you speechless, won't it? So Ethan, what are you going to do about it? Well, I got my mind is working on some things. Um, I I'm upping my I'm upping my game. I'm upping my game. Um, I think there's a very good possibility that I'm going to authorize the Superior Court of the Kalkaska-County, and I think it may be the Superior-Court of the Kalkaska-County, um, is going to be its jurisdiction in a martial-law theater will be officiated officiated um, into the military jurisdiction, as I have also created a sovereign military post for the Michigan Territory. And some of you may have seen that. It's it is um, it is posted on the roof of my truck. Posted on the roof of my truck, where the eyes in the skies get a real good look at it. And there's reasons I've done that. I mean, the military has been in basically daily communication with me now for the better part of 3 years. For the better part of 3 years, and so I'm thinking, I'm thinking that's what needs to be done. Um, and I'm thinking about going back to Camp Grayling, to I don't know what Babylonian words I want to use, but Garrison Command will get authorized specifically for um, participation in the court proceedings here. And we've got reportedly over 600 JAG involved in the rogue, quote unquote, civilian court system. Now, here's a real perplexing situation. According to the chief, commander in chief, those courts are ordered closed. But yet they're operating, and there's over 600 JAG participating in these courts. Very, very, very perplexed. So What does it mean? I hope we find out soon. But my leaning, there's a lot of evidence. There's been a lot of time, a lot of evidence, a lot of critical thinking. Adds up, adds up, adds up, adds up. Connect the dots, connect the dots. That there is a massive sting operation happening, and I've been bringing forward reports of judges being arrested. We never used to hear about this. No, but there seems to be more and more of it. It's not being broadcast out to the masses. That's for sure. There's a lot of misinformation, disinformation in what we would call similar type content. So that further adds to uh, conclusions or validations. So, but I have used independent sources to verify some of these reports of judges being arrested. So um, there's you got a lot of people telling you the old system was coming down. It was designed to come down. You got a lot of people doing a lot of fear mongering. Maybe that's serving a purpose. Maybe not. I think educating the people would be a much better, much better directive than trying to scare them into living on their knees. So um, I I have some plans. I have some detailed plans that I'm ironing out to deal with the Kalkaska post office and their fuckery. Um, I've got plans to make the authorizations with regards to the court and the military command for Michigan, which needs to come home. They are rogue. They're rogue. Um, they're playing along with that fiction. Fuck Trump, the executive of the criminal organization. Right. So 4 people here now. As I stated earlier in the talk, I think for a lot of my talks, it's really better for you to catch them on the replay than on the live, because if you miss the first 5 minutes, you miss some important parts to this talk, and wherever you came in. So if this interests you at all, I'm recommending you go back and listen from the beginning and take it in. And I'll be back. I'll be back soon enough. Soon enough. So uh, I've got some good things happening. I know I got some good things happening. For one, I'm warm. I'm warm. I still got wood to burn. Hopefully, I'm gonna get through the end of March with the wood supply that I have. And well, that's some good strong wind there. Feel the walls shaking. So at any rate, I hope you're comfortable, whatever your weather condition. If you're out in the desert, I hope you're finding a way to stay cool. If you're in the bitter cold, I hope you're finding a way to stay warm. I hope you all stay safe, and I hope that people wake the fuck up. I hope that the people wake the fuck up and then stand up. What's the point of waking up if you won't stand up? If you won't stand up, what is the point? So you can bitch. Um, it ain't gonna get you nowhere. It takes action, and that means being bold, being courageous. being brave, taking chances, and keeping your wits about you. And keep your head on a swivel. Keep yourself safe. Don't be stupid. Um, and come to own your authority, comprehend the power that you have, and then put it to use. Knowledge is not power. Using the knowledge, there's the power. All right, everybody, I'm autographing out of here. I love you, and I'll be back.